All right, get ready to dive into some seriously mind-bending stuff today, folks, because we're talking astral magic.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
Oh, it is. It
I
is.
love this stuff.
And to guide us on this wild ride, we've got A Gathering of Masks by Robert Fitzgerald.
Okay.
And let me tell you, this book
Yeah?
is a deep dive into Aleister Crowley's Liber 231.
Oh, wow.
We're talking.
So we're going deep
Yeah.
into...
Yeah.
As at least,
Genie of the Domes.
okay.
Powerful,
Astral entities.
regarding the pathways of the Tree of Life.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm with you.
The best part is that Fitzgerald shares his firsthand accounts of working with these entities
Wow. First-hand accounts.
for over 15 years.
That's incredible. So he's had a lot of experience
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah.
This is great.
So what's fascinating about Liber 231 is that it's like a cryptic roadmap
Ooh.
of the astral realm.
Okay.
Specifically, it describes the 22 scales of the serpent,
Okay.
each one linked to a major arcana card
Right.
in the tarot.
Okay, so like a one-to-one
Right.
correspondence with the major arcana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And guarding each scale is a genie,
A genie.
which is a powerful astral entity.
Right. So there's this whole structure set out with
Yeah.
these 22
Yeah.
paths and these 22
Yeah.
powerful entities.
So for those of us who haven't booked a plane ticket to the astral realm just yet.
Right, like most of us, I assume.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Let's break this down a little bit.
Okay.
So astral magic is basically using your astral body,
Okay.
you know, that spiritual twin.
That spiritual twin you never knew you had.
You never knew you had
That's
to
amazing.
journey to other realms
Right.
and connect with entities
Right.
beyond our physical world.
That's right.
And these genie, they
You know,
aren't just
It's like your average.
your run-of-the-mill
Okay.
astral beings.
Right.
Fitzgerald paints them as these vibrant characters. Oh, interesting.
With unique looks, personalities, and even powers.
So they have distinct personalities.
Oh, yeah.
That's really interesting.
It's like a whole cast of characters.
Cosmic who's who.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So Fitzgerald's work is more than just like
Yeah.
describing them.
Yeah.
He actually did some work with them.
He did. He and another magician called the Summoner
Okay.
spent over 15 years meticulously documenting their interactions with these genii.
That's dedication.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Trying to understand them
Okay.
and their connection to the 22 paths on the Tree of Life.
Okay, you say the Tree of Life like it's a household name. Can you remind me what that is?
Oh, yeah. So the Tree of Life is a central concept in a lot of different mystical traditions,
Okay.
especially Kabbalah.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I really...
So think of it as a diagram
Okay.
with 10 interconnected spheres representing different aspects of existence.
So like a cosmic blueprint or something.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
And these spheres are connected by paths.
Okay.
And it's those paths that are guarded by,
The genie.
you guessed it, the genie.
Okay, so each one's like a gatekeeper for a different part of consciousness or
Yeah.
spiritual development.
Exactly.
Okay.
So to understand the genie, we have to understand their source, Liber 231.
Okay.
And this was received by Aleister Crowley,
Ah, Crowley. Okay.
who was a very controversial but undeniably influential figure in the world of magic.
Right. Crowley's a big name.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, controversial
Yeah.
for sure.
And he claimed to have received this text through what we would call channeling today.
Okay, so like a
Yeah.
direct revelation from
Yeah.
somewhere else.
Okay.
Okay.
And he believed that it held deep secrets about the tarot and magical initiation.
Right.
But it's full of these cryptic verses and strange symbols.
Oh, so that's where the
Yeah.
genie come in
That's where the genie come in.
to kind of decipher that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So were these genie created by Crowley?
Yeah.
Or did he just stumble upon them,
Right.
so to
So
speak?
who came first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, and that's where it gets interesting.
All right.
Because Crowler himself called the sigils in Liber 231 dangerously automatic.
Uh-oh. Yeah.
Dangerously automatic.
Warning people not to mess around with them.
Don't mess with these.
Yeah, and guess what?
Right.
Fitzgerald experienced immediate contact as soon as he drew them.
Whoa, so it's like as soon as you
Yeah.
engage with it,
Yeah.
things start happening.
Which suggests that these beings exist independently of Crowley's imagination.
Okay, so they weren't just like
Yeah.
figments of his imagination.
Yeah. So are they real?
Well,
As in not just figments of someone's imagination.
that is the question, right?
That is the question.
$1 million question.
The $1,000,000 question.
Yeah.
But what we do know is that Fitzgerald believed in their reality.
He did.
Yeah. Okay.
He even describes their appearances in incredible detail
Yeah, okay.
based on his astral encounters.
All right, I'm ready for some highlights.
Right.
What do these genii actually look like?
So take Ashuyao Usha, the genie the fool.
Okay.
Fitzgerald describes it as a fourfold star
Okay.
with chaos at its heart.
So like a swirling vortex of energy.
Yeah.
That's pretty intense.
Yes, constantly changing.
Right. What else?
And then there's Beshquabatum, the
Beshquabatum.
genie of the Magus,
Okay.
which manifests as cold fire.
Cold fire. What is that?
Yeah.
It's like an oxymoron.
Yeah, it's mind-bending imagery.
Yeah, I'm trying to
It's not your
picture it.
typical friendly spirit guide.
No,
What you're telling me.
that's pretty out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so they did more than just contact them though, right?
Yeah, so the interesting thing is that they didn't just contact them.
Yeah.
They developed this whole system
Okay.
for communicating with them.
Cool. So they were trying to really...
Yeah, they worked with what's known as the Queen scale
Okay.
of color attributions.
Okay, now hold on. Color attributions, what's that about?
Yeah, so color attributions,
Yeah.
it's the idea that different colors have different vibrational frequencies that can be used to access different parts of the astral realm.
Okay, so it's like tuning into
Yeah.
different radio frequencies, but instead of getting music,
Yes,
you're connecting with
different energies.
different energies. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And Fitzgerald and the summoner believed
Yeah.
that this Queen scale
Okay.
gave them a different manner of entry into the astral realm
Different from what?
than the King scale that Crowley supposedly used.
Okay, so why would it matter that they used a different scale than Crowley?
So that's a great question.
Yeah.
And, Crowley was notoriously secretive about his methods.
Right. Crowley was all about keeping secrets.
Oh, yes. So Fitzgerald speculates
Okay.
that the King scale attributions might be more forceful, more about imposing your will on the astral realm.
Like forcing your way in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whereas the Queen scale might offer a gentler, more receptive approach.
Okay, so it's like the difference between demanding to be let in and respectfully requesting an audience.
Yeah.
Okay, I gotcha.
Exactly.
That's more about the energy you're bringing to it,
Yeah.
not just the destination. Okay, that makes sense.
But tell me more about their methodology.
Yeah.
What do these rituals involve?
Yeah, I'm curious. Did they have to, sacrifice a goat or something?
So Fitzgerald details a pretty intricate system.
Okay.
So they would use incense,
Okay.
specific tarot cards,
Right.
even verses from holy books.
Oh, wow. That's...
They would even call
Well, it's
upon
different.
angelic spirits
Okay.
for help when needed.
Wow. The whole 9 yards?
They even crafted wax seals imprinted with the genie's sigils,
Uh-huh.
anointed them with abramelin oil,
Oh, wow.
which, by the way, is a consecrated oil
Okay.
used in ceremonial magic,
Right.
and place them on their foreheads to enhance their connection.
They were serious about this.
Oh, yeah.
That's intense.
They weren't messing around.
No, they were not.
But all that effort must have paid off.
Yeah, like what?
Yeah.
What did they get out of this?
What did the genie actually reveal to them?
Right. Like, what was the point of all this?
Yeah, so through a combination of visions, sensations, and even direct communication,
Okay.
the genie delivered
Yep.
what Fitzgerald calls oracles.
Oracles, so like cryptic prophecies.
They are often cryptic, yes, and open to interpretation.
Hmm.
But that's part of what makes them so compelling.
Okay.
So, for example, the genie of the star
Okay.
spoke of a flashing sword
Uh-huh.
and a serpent from the stars.
Ooh.
The genie the hermit
Yeah.
identified itself as the immovable point
Mm-hmm.
and the mobile force.
Wow.
So
Those are some pretty intense images.
that's a lot to unpack.
Yeah. Just imagine being in the room experiencing that firsthand. It must have been mind-blowing.
Oh, I know.
So it's all very poetic.
Yeah.
But what does it all mean?
Yeah, what does it mean?
That's the big question.
What does it all mean?
So that's where we get to dive into the really juicy stuff.
Right.
We're going to explore these cryptic messages
Yeah.
and see what they might reveal about the universe and ourselves.
All right, this is going to be good.
This is going to be great.
All right, so we've got these genie, these powerful entities
Right.
guarding the paths on the tree of life,
Mm-hmm.
delivering these cryptic oracles
Yes.
to Fitzgerald and the summoner.
Right?
But they're not just like throwing out random cosmic poetry, are they?
Not at all. No.
Okay.
What's fascinating is how Fitzgerald connects these oracles to broader thelemic and magical concepts,
Right.
adding like layers of meaning that can help us understand their significance.
This is what gets me so excited.
Yeah.
We're not just dealing with spooky ghost stories here, right?
No, exactly.
We're talking about potential insights into the very fabric of reality.
It's like peeking behind the curtain.
Yeah, it's like peeking behind the curtain of the universe.
Exactly. And if we think of the Tree of Life as a map of human consciousness,
Okay.
then these genie represent different aspects of our spiritual and psychological development.
Okay.
And their oracles, however cryptic, might hold clues to unlocking hidden potentials within us.
So each one's like a guide.
Yeah.
And their oracle is a riddle that helps us grow.
Yeah, like a challenge to decipher.
Okay, I'm hooked. Give me some examples.
Okay, so
What kind of messages
let's revisit.
did these genie actually deliver?
The genie of the star, remember?
Uh-huh.
It spoke of a flashing sword
Okay.
and a serpent from the stars. Now, this could be interpreted as a symbol of divine will,
Okay.
descending into the material world, kind of like a cosmic fertilization.
Hold on. Divine will.
Yeah.
Fertilization.
Yeah.
Okay, I need some help unpacking this.
All right, think of it this way.
Yeah.
The flashing sword could represent
Okay.
a focused intention, a decisive action taken in alignment with a higher purpose.
Okay.
And the serpent from the stars
Yeah.
could symbolize the raw energy of creation,
Okay.
descending into the material world.
All right.
So together, they paint this picture of spiritual energy taking form
Right.
in the physical realm.
Yeah.
It's a powerful image of manifestation and potential.
Okay, I'm starting to see it.
Yeah.
It's like that aha moment when a random idea suddenly becomes crystal clear and you're inspired to take action.
Exactly, like a bolt of inspiration.
Yeah.
Okay, what about...
What about other genie?
Yeah.
What kind of messages did they offer?
Well, take the genie of the hermit,
Okay.
which described itself as
Yeah.
the immovable point
Right.
and the mobile force.
Right.
Now, this speaks to
Yeah.
a fundamental duality
Right.
that underlies all existence.
So it's like the yin and yang,
Yeah.
the balance between opposing forces.
Exactly. You have stillness and movement
Right.
potential and action.
Yeah, and this duality.
It's not just some abstract concept. It's
Yeah.
at play in every aspect of our lives.
Right.
We need both stillness for reflection
Okay.
and movement for growth.
You know, hearing about these oracles, I'm struck by how often we encounter similar symbols in dreams.
Oh, interesting.
Could it be that our subconscious is tapping into this astral realm,
Yeah,
trying to communicate with us through symbolism?
that's a fascinating thought.
Yeah.
And it speaks to a key point
Okay.
that Fitzgerald makes. The
Yeah.
oracles require
Okay.
careful interpretation,
Right.
and they often reveal their meaning
Okay.
over time through contemplation and personal experience.
So it's not about instant gratification,
No.
but about engaging in an ongoing dialogue with the symbols and archetypes.
Exactly.
Word.
It's like having a conversation with your subconscious, with those deeper parts of yourself that you might not normally access.
Exactly. So it's like,
Yeah.
okay, so let's say I'm completely on board with this idea, right?
Right.
I want to connect with these genies, explore these paths.
Okay.
But is that even possible
Yeah.
for someone who's,
Right.
not a seasoned magician?
Yeah, like most of us.
I don't exactly have a spare decade to spend perfecting rituals.
Right. Right. Yeah. That's a great question and a common concern.
Yeah.
And Fitzgerald himself stresses the importance of preparation
Right.
before attempting to contact these entities.
Right.
He spent years honing his astral senses and developing his body of light, which is another term for the astral body,
Okay.
before diving into this deep work.
So this isn't something you just try on a whim.
Definitely not, no.
But what's important here
Yeah.
is that Fitzgerald believed these paths are accessible.
Oh,
Anyone
right.
willing to put in the work.
So it's not like an exclusive club or anything.
No, he saw it as a potential pathway
Right.
to self-discovery and spiritual growth
Yeah.
available to anyone
Okay.
with the dedication and the right approach.
That's encouraging.
So where do we even begin?
Yeah.
Do we need to find some ancient grimoire?
Right. Do I need to?
Learn cryptic rituals?
Yeah.
Sacrifice a goat under a full moon?
All right. What's the first step here?
Thankfully, it's not quite that dramatic.
Okay, good.
Fitzgerald actually draws from a variety of sources,
Okay.
blending thelemic practices
Okay.
with his own personal innovations.
Right.
He emphasizes the importance of meditation,
Okay.
visualization,
Uh-huh.
and working with energy in a focused way.
Right.
But the most crucial elements are intention and respect.
Okay.
Remember, these are powerful forces.
Yeah.
And approaching them with a sense of humility and a genuine thirst for knowledge
Right.
is paramount.
So it's not just about acquiring some supernatural power.
Exactly. True magic,
Okay.
as Fitzgerald seems to be suggesting, is about understanding the interconnectedness of all things,
Okay.
aligning ourselves with the flow of the universe,
Right.
and realizing our potential
Yeah.
as spiritual beings.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
Yeah, it makes this whole concept feel
Yeah.
less like sorcery and more like,
Yeah.
well, personal growth with a cosmic twist.
That's a great way to think about it,
Yeah.
because ultimately Fitzgerald's journey,
Yeah.
while couched in the language of magic,
Right.
points to a universal human desire to transcend our limitations, explore the mysteries of existence,
Okay.
and connect with something greater than ourselves.
It's about looking within to understand the universe without.
Beautiful.
So we have these 22 scales, each with its own gene,
Right.
each representing a different path on the tree of life.
Okay.
But how do we know which path is right for us?
Yeah, like, do we just pick one at random?
Do we just pick one at random?
Right.
That's where intuition and self-reflection come in. Fitzgerald suggests paying attention to the major arcana cards
Okay.
that resonate with you.
Right.
What symbols or archetypes draw your attention?
Okay.
What aspects of your life or personality feel like they need exploration or development?
So kind of look at your own life and see
Yeah.
what's speaking to you.
Exactly. And these can be clues to which paths
Yeah.
might hold the most significance for you.
So it's not about following a rigid structure, but finding the paths that align with our own unique journey.
Exactly.
Okay, I like
It's not about following a rigid structure, but
Right.
rather about finding the paths that align with our own unique journey.
our unique journey.
And remember, these paths aren't linear destinations.
Okay.
They're ongoing processes, spirals of growth and understanding.
So it's a journey,
Yeah.
not a destination.
As we engage with them, they reveal new layers of meaning
Okay,
and connect us to different facets of ourselves and the universe.
It's all interconnected.
This is starting to give me chills.
I know, right?
What if these oracles hold the keys to unlocking our deepest potential?
It's a possibility.
What if they can help us heal, transform, evolve?
Maybe they can.
It's like we have this incredible untapped resource waiting to be discovered.
That's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
It's an open-ended exploration,
Yeah.
a lifelong adventure.
Yeah.
And while Fitzgerald provides a map,
Okay.
so to speak,
Yeah.
it's ultimately up to each individual to chart their own course.
Right. He gives us the tools and the guidance,
Yeah.
but we are the captains
Yeah.
of our own spiritual ships.
I love that analogy.
And that brings us to the big question.
Okay, shoot.
Why should we even care about all this?
Right.
What's the relevance of astral magic and these genie
Yeah.
to our everyday lives?
Like, how does this apply to me sitting here on my couch?
Yeah, and that's where it gets really interesting because
yeah.
if we connect this to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
what Fitzgerald is suggesting is that the astral realm isn't some distant mystical place.
Right.
It's interwoven.
It's closer than we think.
Yeah, with our own reality.
Yeah.
Influencing our thoughts, emotions, and experiences in ways we might not even realize.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
Wow.
These archetypes,
Yeah.
they're not just out there in the cosmos.
Right.
They're within us as well.
They're part of us.
Shaping our personalities,
Yeah.
driving our desires, challenging us to grow.
So by understanding these entities,
Yeah.
by working with these paths, we're essentially exploring
Yeah.
the hidden architecture of our own being.
It's like we're decoding the blueprint of our souls.
Exactly.
Wow.
And in doing so, we might gain a deeper understanding of ourselves,
Right?
our purpose, and our connection to the greater web of existence.
It's about realizing
Right.
that we're not just separate individuals,
Right.
but interconnected threads in the grand tapestry of the cosmos.
Wow, my mind is officially blown.
We've gone from a mysterious book
Yeah.
to the depths of astral magic,
Right.
encountering powerful entities, decoding cryptic messages.
It's been quite a journey.
But I feel like we've only scratched the surface.
I think you're right.
What are we missing?
Well, one thing that stands out to me is the sheer scope of Fitzgerald's work.
Okay.
He documented over a decade of magical exploration,
Right.
and we've only just dipped our toes in. Imagine the depth of knowledge contained within those pages,
Right.
the potential insights waiting to be discovered.
Yeah.
It's like he's opened a door to a whole new dimension of reality,
Right.
and it's up to us to step through and explore.
All right. So we're back, and I'm still reeling from all this talk about the astral realm being interwoven with our everyday lives.
Yeah, it really shifts your perspective, doesn't it?
It's like suddenly seeing the world in HD.
Yeah, like a whole new level of reality opens up.
But there's still so much to explore, so much I don't understand.
And that's part of what makes Fitzgerald's work so intriguing. Yeah.
He raises more questions than he answers.
Okay.
And I think that's the point. He's not trying to hand us a neat and tidy system, but rather to spark our curiosity and encourage us to embark on our own explorations.
So it's not about finding all the answers, but embracing the mystery.
Exactly, especially when we're dealing with the astral realm, which defies our everyday logic and perceptions.
Okay, so let's say I'm ready to dive in.
All right.
What advice would Fitzgerald give to someone starting out on this path?
Well, he emphasizes the importance of finding a balance between structure and intuition. Remember, he and the summoner developed a meticulous system for contacting the genie, using specific rituals and tools. But they were also constantly adapting and improvising, responding to the unique energy of each encounter.
So it's like having a roadmap, but being willing to go off-road when the terrain demands it.
Exactly. Well, and Fitzgerald also stresses the importance of documentation.
He meticulously recorded his experiences, noting every detail, every vision, every sensation.
So it's like keeping a magical journal.
Yeah, exactly.
Documenting those weird dreams, intuitive flashes, the synchronicities that pop up.
Exactly. And that's something we can all do. Regardless of our experience level. Paying attention to those subtle nudges from our subconscious, those moments of insight and connection can be incredibly valuable.
All right, I'm starting to see the bigger picture here. How this all ties together.
Good.
But there's one thing I still don't quite grasp. If these genies are so powerful, if they hold such profound wisdom, why are their messages so cryptic?
That's a great question.
Why not just give us the straight-up truth?
Well, that's a question that has haunted mystics and magicians for centuries, and it really gets to the heart of how we access and process knowledge. One possible explanation is that the astral realm operates on a different frequency than our everyday reality.
So it's like trying to explain the concept of color to someone who's been blind since birth.
Exactly. The experience itself might be profound. But finding the words to describe it can be challenging. It's like trying to fit a multidimensional concept into a two-dimensional box. Another possibility is that these genies are testing us, challenging us to decipher their messages, to delve deeper into our own understanding.
So it's not about spoon-feeding us information, but about sparking our own inner search.
Exactly. And that, I think, is where the true magic lies. Not in acquiring power or knowledge from external sources, but in awakening the hidden potential within ourselves. It's about realizing that we already have the answers within us, and the genie are simply guides, helping us access that inner wisdom.
You know, I'm starting to feel a real shift in my own thinking here.
Good.
This is no longer just about astral magic or ancient texts. It's about the potential for transformation. That exists within each of us.
That's the key.
It's about understanding that we are not limited by the boundaries of our physical world. That there are these vast realms of possibility waiting to be explored.
And that's what makes Fitzgerald's work so compelling. He takes us on a journey that's both deeply personal and universally relevant. He challenges us to question our assumptions about reality, consciousness, and the nature of magic itself.
So where do we go from here?
That's a good question.
What's the takeaway for our listeners? What do you hope they walk away with after this deep dive?
You know, if we connect this back to the listener, I think the most important takeaway is that the astral realm is not some distant, inaccessible place. It's woven into the very fabric of our existence, influencing us in ways we might not even realize. These these archetypes, they're not just out there in the cosmos. They're within us, too. Shaping our personalities, driving our desires, challenging us to grow.
So it's not about escaping from reality.
No.
But about engaging with it on a deeper level.
Exactly. About recognizing the magic that's already present in our lives if we just open ourselves to it.
Wow, this has been an incredible journey.
It really has.
We started with a book about astral magic and ended up exploring the depths of consciousness.
We did.
Encountering powerful entities and decoding cryptic messages.
Who knew where this would take us?
I have a feeling this is just the beginning, though.
It always is, isn't it?
that raises a really interesting question for our listeners. Given the influence of these Jeannie and Fitzgerald's experiences, how might engaging with these paths on the tree of life impact one's own spiritual journey and understanding of the world?
It's something to think about, for sure.
What secrets might the genie hold for you?
Yeah.
Is there a path you feel drawn to explore further?
These are great questions.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of astral magic.
My pleasure.
Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep.
Absolutely.